Hi everyone, I'm Justin Paperny with White Collar Advice, and I'm pleased to welcome my friend and colleague Michael Szafranski to the program. Hey bud.
Hey, Justin.
So let's jump right in with your experience through Miami Federal Prison Camp. You wrote a guest blog on the White Collar Advice side. I'm going to put up a link to the blog. But in that blog you said Miami is different than a lot of other federal prison camps. What did you mean?
Well, Miami itself, just outside the world of prison, sort of operates on its own set of rules. It's sort of the South America within the United States. On top of that, when you get to the prison itself, you have a population that is less white collar than many of the other prison camps. Plus, the fact that it's attached to a low security prison means that a lot of inmates transition relatively early on from the low to the camp. So you have a population that's different. And as a result of that, you have different stringencies imposed on the inmates by staff.
Okay, so we'll get into those stringencies in a minute. Let's first talk about how you got to the federal prison camp in Miami. The majority of our clients self-surrender to prison, but on occasion they were mandated custody, in part because of the case or the judge. Tell us how you actually got to the federal prison camp.
So I ended up with a judge who does not believe in surrendering. He believes that you're going to get remanded at sentencing. From my sentencing, I was actually transferred to the Federal Detention Center in downtown Miami, where I remained for 4 weeks. And that's basically a medium security prison in many ways.
Did they tell you how long it could take from being in that holding facility to actually getting to the camp? And did you know that Miami would be your ultimate destination?
They said it could take up to 3 months, but the judge did recommend that I be designated to Miami.
Some clients of mine who have endured time in transit, while it's been tough, once they ultimately get to the federal prison camp, find the experience in camp to be easier because they have that alternative reality in transit. Did you find that to be the case when you got to the camp?
In retrospect, yeah. When I got to the camp, I had been already inside for 4 weeks. I hadn't seen any sunshine. I knew what real prison time was like. I was so thrilled to be actually outdoors, to have certain freedoms that were taken from me, that I think that my time inside may have been easier because I didn't have to surrender directly to the camp, that I knew how much worse it could be. And then in the camp, I was appreciative of the privileges they give you as a prisoner in a camp versus what you can be subjected to in a real prison, so to speak.
So let's talk quickly about some of the things you surrendered with or you brought with you to the day of your sentencing, and how bringing medical issues or prescriptions could impact your bunk or your job, etc. So give us some advice for Miami Federal Prison Camp, some specifics that defendants should bring with them, whether they're getting remanded at sentencing or they're going directly to the facility.
Well, if you surrendering directly to Miami or maybe any facility, one of the hot commodities there is having a lower bunk.
Yep.
And those are generally reserved for people with medical issues. So if you have a back issue or a knee issue, anything that impairs your ability to climb up to a higher bunk, you need to bring that with you. Because it's not that there's a ladder to climb up. You have to physically push yourself up with a locker and pull yourself up to the upper bunk.
Or the slab is like this, like the size of my iPhone to get in. So you have like a size 10 foot and you're expected to step on it. I mean, I fell 2 or 3 times on the upper bunk. There are pros and cons to a lower bunk. I kind of like the upper bunk because no one could ever go and sit on it, which is, I hated, in my cube sometimes someone would come in and sit on my bunky's lower bunk. And it's like, come on, man, you just walk the track for an hour and a half and you're sitting on my bunk. I mean, not cool. So I preferred the upper bunk. With a lower bunk, if you have the lower bunk, it could also take a little while to get to the further back of the dorm, right? Because it's more coveted. So let's talk about that a little bit. Well, first, how many men in the prison camp? How many dorms? And I know there's an RDAP facility where you're separate. So walk us through the lay of the land, so to speak, of Miami Federal Prison Camp, starting with how many prisoners are there.
So there's around 350 prisoners.
Okay.
And we're divided into four dorms, one of which is the RDAP dorm. Around 80, 85 people per dorm. It is an open dorm. So if you ever went to summer camp, it's the exact setup. You have a bathroom all the way in front with the showers, and you have a bunch of bunk beds, 2 rows of bunk beds.
No privacy. So like if I put my arms out to the left and right, I could almost be touching someone. There's no privacy. You're just in a big room.
Right, you have a locker.
Yeah.
So to your left will be your locker and your bunkie's locker, and to your right, you'll be facing the back of your neighbor's locker. But there's no privacy whatsoever. There's no cubicles. There's no barriers at all between everybody.
So for those watching, various federal prison camps have different living situations. Taft Federal Prison Camp, where I served time, had cubicles. It made it more, I think, beneficial in that instance than Taft, for example, or Miami Federal Prison Camp that has these open dorms. In the guest blog you wrote, Michael, you said it's run more like a low than a camp. Quickly touch on why you say that so we can better understand why it's run more like a low than a camp.
Well, I think it's run like a low in many ways because you have so many people from the low. Mm-hmm. So you have a lot of inmates there that have been down 20, 25 years. Mm-hmm. And who otherwise would not be in a camp, but for the fact that they're adjacent to a camp. And as a result, you have people who are doing things that they probably should not be doing. You have a lot more contraband. Mm-hmm. You have people that if they leave the camp, they don't know how to handle freedom. So there's fences around, there's barbed wire around the camp, there's more strictly enforced curfews, there's more shakedowns than there would be in other camps, just because you have inmates that are seasoned prisoners, real prisoners, in the sense that they've been down a very long time.
Okay, so let's begin to get into your day a little bit. What time did your day begin, and what were some important things you did in the morning to feel as if, okay, today's going to be a good day? Walk us through your morning routine at Miami.
Well, when I got there, I was initially working in the kitchen, so I had the morning shift, so to speak.
Uh-huh.
So I would wake up at around 5:30, and I was doing tables and floors in the kitchen, so I would be there by 5:45, 6 o'clock just to eat something. Mm-hmm. And by 6:30 or so, I was out. I would start praying. I do my prayers. Uh-huh. I would do that for an hour or so, and by 7:30, 8 o'clock, I was on the track already for 3 miles or so.
So is it fair to say, so for example, at Taft Camp, the new inmates, the first 4 months, they're going to the kitchen. Is it similar at Miami Federal Prison Camp, barring some, break or the administrators putting you elsewhere? Is it fair to say that new prisoners at Miami, if they're healthy, might be designated to the kitchen?
Yeah, 90% of all prisoners who get designated to the camp have to do at least 90 days in the kitchen in some shape or form.
Now, it doesn't, for those of you watching, it doesn't mean when you get to the facility, you cannot try to find an alternative job. Someone could be going into RDAP or transferring or furloughed, whatever. Doesn't mean you can't pursue it, but understand in Miami there's a likelihood you're going to the kitchen. Let's talk a little bit about currency. Now, you had a 30-month sentence. It was a productive experience. I know you're going to be officially free in a week, so congratulations. White collar advice, we don't want to scare defendants into watching our videos or hiring us. We're ethical, we're honest, and we want to paint a reality, something that's realistic in federal prison, and they're going to survive prison. The question is, how productive is their experience? Are they preparing to come home? With all of that said, while our clients and viewers are going to survive, there can be problems. So, did you see anything specific to Miami or some arguments or fights with other prisoners that disrupted your experience or other inmates' experiences? So, talk to us a little bit about some of the nonsense you came across there.
Oh, aside from the regular nonsense, which is when they find cell phones or they find on drugs, if they find a cell phone in a common area, that entire unit will get shut down. Mm-hmm. I remember right around Christmas time of 2015, they did a shakedown on a Saturday night. They found a bunch of cell phones in one of the units, and that unit got locked down for 2 weeks. They had no internet, no email, no phones, no visits on Christmas or New Year's. They couldn't leave their unit for 2 whole weeks because they found a bunch of cell phones in there. Now that impacts everybody else as well, aside from the fact that these guys are stuck in their unit. Everybody else is under scrutiny as well. The staff is looking more closely at everything. They're doing frequent searches because they believe if they found cell phones in one area, they're going to find them everywhere else. And that makes life a little more uncomfortable over there.
Well, certainly in federal prison, if someone does something, they can punish everyone, like you said, shutting down the unit. I had a client write me through Core Links a few months ago, and the microwaves weren't cleaned well enough, or the correctional officer didn't think it was. So to punish everyone, they just took the microwaves out of the dorm for a month. And it's like, instead of punishing that prisoner, everyone pays the price. So we talked about your job, your morning routine, your prayers in the morning. Let's talk specifically about education at Miami Federal Prison Camp. Now, I think a lot of my clients or those who come across our work, a lot of it is self-directed study. So running a business, growing a business, reading leadership or business books, connecting with the outside world. That said, some facilities do have really good educational programs. So walk us through education at Miami Federal Prison Camp.
So at the camp itself, there's not a lot in the way of education. If you want, you are able to get a forklift license, but that class is given by one of the guards and an inmate. There are classes given by inmates. Just because you have a bunch of guys who are Wall Street guys, they'll give finance classes. There are Spanish classes. But in terms of, it's an unfortunate reality that as far as preparing an inmate with limited skills for the outside world, there is not a lot in the way of education at Miami. You can get your GED, but as far as vocational tools, there really aren't that many there.
So let's transition to a couple of other topics quickly. Let's talk about visitation. How often did you visit? And walk us through the days that you can visit at Miami Federal Prison Camp.
Okay, Miami has visits Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Friday, it's 5 to 8 p.m. And on Saturday and Sunday, it's 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Can you visit every week, or is it a point system, or based on the odd or even number of your BOP number? What's the process for being allowed to even visit?
So officially, there is a point system. I think Fridays were 1 point, and Saturdays or Sundays were 2 points. It was very rarely enforced. They didn't really enforce it at all, except, as was the case, there was an instance where, again, officially, you're only entitled to 2 hours of visits. Usually they gave you more, but officially you only are entitled to 2 hours. One time there was someone who was upset that his visit was being terminated, and the result was they said, we're so easy with you guys right now. Now we're going to start enforcing the point system. And they did this on the last weekend of a month. So what happened was all these visitors had shown up for visiting, only to find out that the people they were visiting were out of points. But in general, the point system was not enforced. Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about paying for services. Certainly in federal prison camps, there are, I think the administrators understand certain hustling is going on and certain things they don't want to participate in. For example, I'm a proponent of white-collar, any offender doing their job. It shows a commitment to the community that you're not so lazy that you can't do your job. That said, I paid for some services, my laundry, and at times having great guys cook incredible meals with food I purchased in the commissary. So walk us through some of the hustling that you saw, the currency that was of most value, and so share some of your thoughts on hustling at the federal prison camp in Miami.
So you had, at least in Miami, a whole population of people, really a lot of people who were willing to do your laundry, clean your bed for you, make your bed for you every day. And that was their hustle. Again, understanding that you had a lot, because of the population makeup at Miami, you had a lot of, I would call them low-level drug dealers that were there that really had no other source of income. And their only source of income, aside from their job, was their hustle, whether it was laundry or making your bed or cooking for you. So you had, and they were very nice guys, they were willing to do these things for you. And they would be paid essentially in either commissary or in tuna. Tuna was the commodity or the currency at the federal prison camp in Miami. So if a tuna cost $1.50 at the commissary, you paid, every tuna was $1.50 in terms of whether you were paying for your laundry or someone to clean up your bed.
So let's close with some takeaways on, and when we spoke the first time, I think I asked you, what was the hardest part of the experience? So tell us, before I get into my other questions, what was the hardest part of this experience for you?
The hardest part is really being disconnected from reality. And you do have a certain amount of freedoms, but at the same time, you're still in prison. You're still away from your family, and your friends and family are moving on with their lives without you there. And there's a fear of missing out syndrome. And at the same time, there's a guilt syndrome, because there could be all these things and all these problems that are going on outside, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And for me, that was the hardest part, that having my family so close, but at the same time being completely disconnected except for the limited phone calls and emails that I would get to send and the visitations.
So I wrote a little book that I'm going to put an image up to called How to Prepare for Prison Quickly. I'll put a little link up to it. I'm happy to. This is my aggressive pitch. It's free. Okay. The only thing it's going to cost you is your time to actually read it, but I'd love to send it to you. And in that little book, I touch on how incarceration can be harder on the family, on those that love and support you. So, Michael, let's transition as we close to, is it true that in a federal prison camp there are men that could be watching TV all day, just like men who could be reading all day? And if that's true, how can that impact those that love and support you, right? Isn't it harder on your wife or on your parents? In my case, my parents. So walk us through the importance of preparation and using each day productively, because the term is going to end. You will be on the other side of prison boundaries, and you're either ready or you are not. So talk about the importance of preparing while you are there and how that relates to the family dynamic.
Well, obviously, it is much harder on the family than it is on you. Only because you're going inside, you're in prison, but at the same time, you're being fed. You don't have to worry about anything as far as monetary issues go. Mm-hmm. You get up in the morning, you do your job, you do whatever you're doing, and you go to sleep. Your family is out there. They're the ones that are suffering the social stigma of you being in prison. If you have a wife and children, your wife is the one that suddenly is forced paying the bills, especially if she was not filling that role beforehand.
Yep.
And it's, as far as preparing, whatever limited resources or whatever limited amount that you can do while you're inside to help, every little bit matters. If you're going to tell your wife that you're sitting there watching TV all day and she's sitting there struggling to pay the bills, that's not going to do much to ingratiate yourself to her when you get out.
Let's close, Michael. I'm really appreciative of your time with some closing thoughts on Miami Federal Prison Camp. Some quick pros, some quick cons, and a little bit of some takeaways for us to consider.
Well, the pros are very simple. You're in a gorgeous climate, and you're in a rural area, an urban area. Mm-hmm. You're right near the airport. So if you're going to do time, you should do it. The advantages of doing it in Miami are that you get to spend your time outside. You don't have to be stuck inside in the cold like you would in some of the other prisons. On the other hand, there are a decent amount of freedoms that are commonplace in other prisons that you don't have in Miami. There are less jobs that are off-site. Mm-hmm. Certain curfews are much more strictly enforced. We didn't have a late night for most of the time that I was there. Late night is allowed, basically being allowed to go out after the 10 o'clock count on the weekends. There are more shakedowns in Miami when they search for contraband than in many of the other prison camps. Mm-hmm. So you have those disadvantages because of the nature of the population. And that's the downside. If you're looking to better yourself in Miami, that's not really the place to do it. On the other hand, the climate, it makes it less depressing, because as one who grew up in New York, I remember how depressing those snow days were when you couldn't leave. Yep. And I can only imagine how horrible that would be if I had to experience that while being in prison. In Miami, at least every day you're outside, and that does make it less unbearable.
Sure. Well, I know nothing about those snow days in Los Angeles. We complain when it's 65 degrees and there's some clouds. Okay, so let's not talk about snow. All right, thank you so much for this video, Michael. Congratulations on your looming freedom. I think you told me this a week from now you're officially going to be free, and I look forward to advancing our work together. And I'm grateful you've taken the time to share your expertise on Miami Federal Prison Camp. Thank you so much. This was awesome.
My pleasure, Justin.